Whoever thought that augmented reality would sweep the world, would sweep people like crazy and make people go and do stupid things? This has to do with Pokemon Go. Ever since Pokemon Go has just been released, many of you know this, many of you can witness this. Many people have been flocking on this app. Many people have been going crazy over it to the point where it's actually it's now ridiculous. I want you to see this series of videos which I'm going to share with you. And let's observe this together. Watch this. What we are seeing is a bunch of people. Now, it seems what you're seeing is, it appears as though there's an emergency. It appears as though something big is happening at Central Park. Apparently, this is something big according to these people. These sheep. Watch what happens. They're all getting out. People are parking in the middle of the street, getting out. And what are they doing? You listen to the video for yourself. Everybody is going crazy over a Pokemon.
Look at this. There's a Vaporeon that spawned right there, so everyone's running.
There's a what there?
You tell me there's a Vaporeon.
That's funny. Oh my god, I like.
Hold this video in your mind.
Oh my
Now,
God.
I want you to see another
Everyone
video.
just-
In broad daylight, look at everybody flocking to one direction. In one direction. They're flocking in the same direction, going for a Pokemon. Watch this video. Now, if people actually think this is the best thing to ever happen for them, for humanity, you better think again. Because if anything, this is actually the exact opposite. All this simply has done is simply pointed out to the elite and to your world leaders how pathetic and how weak the majority are. All they have to do is just in the midst of crisis, in the middle of a whole bunch of problems with society, they release a Pokemon Go app, and now they're watching people flock over this nonsense as if this is like the best thing that has ever happened, and everybody's drawn into it. It's a game of distraction. And before anybody says that I know nothing about Pokemon, trust me. Let me tell you this, let me be the first man to tell you up front. I grew up in the days of Team Rocket's blasting off again. I grew up in those days as being one of those card holders. I used to go to not McDonald's, we used to go to Burger King. Me and my aunt, sometimes my parents would take us there, and guess what? We would buy those Pokeballs that has that golden edition of Mewtwo inside that Pokeball. Man, I held that thing like a treasure. Ever heard of Black Ash? That's who I was. I was like the legend Black Ash. That's who I was in elementary. You know, in the days of Pokemon, when Pokemon was big. Of course, then when Dragon Ball Z came up, man, trust me, I have been there. I don't think anybody will ever rob Dragon Ball Z away from me, but that's me growing up. So I know about these things. But of course, I was watching these things as a kid, just enjoying them, having fun and stuff. Then when I started looking deep into these things years later, I began to realize, why do you think they call Pokemon Pokemon? It's a pocket monster. Pocket monster. So you have your own monster that you put in your pocket with you. And these Pokemons, they go with you wherever you go. They are your protectors. They are with you. So you're carrying monsters with you that are supposedly good monsters that are basically like your guardians in a way. Can you understand what I'm saying? Are you picking up what I'm laying down for you? Because that's exactly what it is. Also, I grew up watching Digimon. Digimon, what do you think that is? Digital monsters. That's why the theme song is the whole thing about the Pokemon Go app. You have to understand that this is a perfect time that they released this app. If they wanted to release Pokemon Go, they would have done that last year. You would have gone crazy over it. But now, guess what? In the midst of a possible crisis coming to the United States of America, in the midst of a crisis and civil unrest, what did they do? They released a Pokemon Go app, and guess what? Everybody's flocking like sheep to this thing. They're forgetting about everything. They're forgetting about what's going on in the real world. I'm not asking you, or I'm not telling you to be bored or to have nothing to do. You know? Sure, I can understand it's a fun app. You want to play and stuff like that. However, put this into perspective. In this app, people can actually go to any different locations because it's an augmented reality. They can be able to implant or leave a Pokemon in a certain place. Now, imagine a little kid, a small child who's playing this game on their phone or whatever that they're using, device they're using. So they're playing this app. All of a sudden, a Pokemon gets released or placed inside, like beside, just like a few blocks away from their house. And some people with pedophile vans basically kind of just park and they put this thing as a trap. And now you have this child who's like maybe 11 years old, 10 years old, whatever, going to try and catch this Pokemon. And guess what? They get there and all of a sudden there are people that come out from the van and snatches the child away and they're gone. Am I saying this is going to be the fate of what's happening? Not necessarily, but I'm just saying these are things which could be expected to happen. And these are things people are fighting over. People are actually fighting themselves over these Pokemons. People are beating themselves over. You got grown-ups acting like little children. Think about this. I don't know what to say. All I can say is that people are pretty much zombies. People are zombies playing an augmented reality game that basically has successfully distracted them. The question is, have you fallen for this distraction? You need to be very careful what you are entertaining yourself with. If you understand the real meaning of a Pokemon, you will leave that app alone and you will have nothing to do with it. Because a Pokemon is a pocket monster. It is a pocket monster. Once again, a pocket monster. So, all they simply did was just bring those two words together and told you it's a Pokemon. These pocket monsters represent demons. Whoa! Did you just say that a Pokemon is a demon? What I'm saying is what you are carrying is something that resembles the same characteristics of what is being portrayed to you by Hollywood of what a demon is like. That is what you are carrying with you. That is what you are entertaining. That is what you are getting yourself into. It's a playground of the demonic. It is a video game that you're playing thinking that it is just an innocent plain video game. However, this plain innocent video game is all about you going to capture pocket monsters. Monsters are being likened to spiritual entities, demons. This is why the Golden Compass, the movie The Golden Compass, illustrates this, and they basically have redefined demons in that movie, and they basically have illustrated the point quite vividly in plain sight, and they illustrate that these demons are monsters that follow people wherever they go, and they are their guardians. Can you see the reflection? That they are supposedly the guardians, But they are the counterfeit, they are the exact opposite of your guardian angel. That is what the demons want you to refer to themselves, to them as. They want you to think they are your guardians. Meanwhile, they're not. They're not your guardians. They're not your friends. You have a guardian angel that was assigned to you by God. However, when you bring in these demons to your life, you automatically place them as the ones who are your guardian, and you are in a way pushing God out of the picture. You get the picture? Are you picking up what I'm laying down? But these people carry these things with them wherever they go. These monsters follow them wherever they go. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe some of you are going to call me a lunatic, but hey, I don't care. As long as you understand what I just told you right now, I simply spoke in plain, easy, simple English language. Anybody can understand it, no problem. Other than that, hey, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to speak here too much. This is The Controversy 7. Thank you for tuning in and for joining me. Feel free to go on my website, www.thecontroversy7.ca, or you can join me on Facebook. My Facebook fan page link is in the video description box. Feel free to go there, hit like on my fan page, and hit get notifications, because Facebook does not send any notifications anymore to anybody. So you have to hit get notifications so you will be notified when there's a new upload or there's any updates with The Controversy 7. Other than that, you take care of yourselves, be safe, and I'll see you next time.